Hi there, students. Sniffy, sniffy. Well, it could be characterized by sniffing. So, a sniffy cold, but let's see, no. Sniffy, disdainful, haughty, arrogant, showing contempt. So he was rather sniffy about my cooking. He didn't like it very much. He thought it was below him. He was a bit sniffy about the idea of going to the fish and chip shop instead of going to an expensive restaurant. So sniffy, it's an informal way of saying contemptuous, disdainful. You're full of pride that something is below you and you are sniffy about it. There's no need to be so sniffy about my house. It's perfectly good enough and it's where I live. Don't be so snooty. Don't be so proud and snotty. Don't be so condescending and snobbish. Yeah? Okay, so to be sniffy about something. Some people are rather sniffy about my taste in music. Yes, my car is rather old, but don't be sniffy about it because it gets me from A to B. The bouncers were very sniffy about letting us into the club without ties. People who are used to the best food in delicatessens can be rather sniffy about things that are less posh. So to be sniffy about something, to be negative, to be above it because it's below you. Yeah, if you're sniffy about something, you don't think the quality is high enough, particularly if you're being unfair because it's not high class, it's not the top thing. So you're being condescending, haughty, you're being superior. The man with the posh accent sniffily listened to me say, "Oi mate, what you doing?" Okay, he was always very sniffy about people with working class accents, contemptuous, disdainful, being unpleasant because you are better than things like that. He was always very sniffy about any breaches of etiquette. Yeah, he was disdainful. He was supercilious. His sniffiness made him a rather unpleasant character. Yeah, he's somebody who shows disapproval, has a low opinion of things because they're not posh enough, they're not important enough, they're not high enough quality. Yes, because these people only should have the best in quality. So if you're sniffy, you're showing arrogantly that you are superior to these things, and you look down on these things because they're below you. You don't approve of them because you think they're not good enough for you. Yeah, it's good enough for the common people, but it's not good enough for me. Stop being so bloody sniffy. It's perfectly good. So making sniffy remarks about things. Yeah, it's the attitude of people who believe that they're better, they're more important than other people. Sniffy, snooty. He was sniffy about my suit because it wasn't an expensive Armani suit. So it's to have a disapproving attitude towards something because it's not good enough for you. Yeah, it's too low class, that you're more important and this is bit below your dignity. You wouldn't stoop to having to do something like that. So sniffy, yeah, to be sniffy about something. He's always very sniffy about the neighbourhood that I live in. Okay, don't be sniffy about my cooking. It's the best I can do. Okay, so haughty, disdainful. Formality. This is fairly informal. I think I'm going to give sniffy 3.5 when I get to 4. Maybe I'll give it a 4 in formality. Use informally, definitely. Use in a semi-formal conversation. Semi-formal writing, just about, but certainly no more. So, Sniffy.